Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. Good to see all of you again. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day. Making it, shaking it, baking it. So, Scrapper that delivers called and said, I got one mower I just picked up. Can I bring it by? So I said, sure. So this green turd showed up. It was on top of a washing machine, so I could see right away what the deal was, missing the backing plate, cover, filter, all the hardware that goes to it. The front wheel was off over here, so I had three wheels. So I stole one of the wheels off of this front end. This came off of a machine recently that I tore down with a rusty deck. It's got the same tread pattern, the straight tread. So I threw that on there, the 5 lugger. So junk parts already on this thing. So I found a backing plate for it that I'm going to use. I just need hardware. You can buy these kits on Temu or AliExpress. You get a cover, a primer bulb, and a filter. It's a 3-in-1. So these are handy since these machines come in a lot of time without the cover. I don't know if people are eating them or they pop off and then they chew them up. So this is a good tune-up kit made in China. 1 air filter replaced, and it's got some numbers I can hardly read. Three different part numbers, probably for the bulb, the filter, and the cover. All 6-digit numbers. So upon further inspection, I was looking at this side and I said, holy crap, this is my machine. It's got my piece of tape on it. I'd put the price here so I don't have to tell people the price of the machines, because sometimes I forget. I'm old, so I write it down here. That way they can look at each one and see the price. Don't know when I sold it. I don't have them barcoded. I had looked under at the blade, and the blade's new. I replaced the blade. I can still see the sticker on it. So maybe we can tip this thing over. So not sure what the deal is with this, why they took parts off and put it to the street. Let's try to figure it out. To my Canadian buddies. Okay, so the oil isn't terribly bad. Maybe they've had this for a season or two. Maybe 1 season. The cord looks like I replaced it. This is my cord coloration here. It's got a moth on it, so it's been sitting. No model number, I can't give you that. So what is this, a Bolens? Maybe 500E 140. Looks like a Bolens sticker from Lowe's. I could run the barcode there and figure it out, but I think it's a Bolens. Just checking to see what I put on here new. Wing nut looks like it's been there for a while. The safety brake was dragging a little bit. I took that off with Lawrence Carroll's Jiminy tool, and I greased up the cable. I think this thing was outside. Water gets down into the tube and it just rust right along here. So let's see if they use shitty gas or regular 10% ethanol gas. I've got my little turkey baster in a container. We can try goosing this thing even without the backing plate. If it doesn't start, we can see if it kicks off, but we'll do a little watery test here. What is this, a 20, looks like 2014, yeah, that's a 2014 Bolens 140cc. What do you think, Dino? They should have called me and said, hey, can you tune up my mower? And I would have done it. No, that's kind of murky. Looks kind of old. Oh, it's contaminated and the water droplets are starting. Full of dirt and water. And it doesn't look the healthiest. It might be aged out gas. Let me take another draw. Wow, ton of debris. That draw there just brought a bunch up. Let me see if I can show you this. So I think bad gas or water in the gas. If I can put a rag down there, you can see the debris and there is some water down there. And gas looks discolored. So old gas. If there's this much water in the tank, the rest of it already went to the bottom of the bowl. So there's no way to get that out unless you take the carb off and manually do it. Speaking of that, I just had a repeat customer, Heather, show up, and I told her the same thing. We'll discuss this Bolens that just showed up. She wants it rectified. Said she turned the tank on its side to get rid of the gas. She thought maybe she put bad gas, and I said that's fine, but there's still a little bit in the bowl that you're not going to be able to get out until you physically remove it. Okay, Dino, your fat head's in the way. I can't goose this. Okay, so this one's dead. I have no pressure here, so let me grab another can. Nitro. Nitro's dead. I got another can here. A newer can. 349 Ollies. Hey, did you hear Big Lots is going under? They're kind of like Ollies. Junky crap, cheap. Okay, so that's gonna kick us in the pants. Hold on, Dino. One. Almost two. Yeah, it kicked and sputtered. I painted the valve cover on this one. Tried to make it pretty, even though it looks like a green turd. Let me juice it again. Nitro. Direct inject. So that's where we are when it starts and stalls, burns up the nitro. It needs a carb clean. Southwest Airlines coming in to town. We like that snowbird money. Help the economy, local economy, so my property taxes don't bankrupt me. Make all you guys pay. Okay, so we'll mark this one. Oh, okay, so it's been sitting a while. Cobweb City. Rust here on the leading edge, so they used it and then it sat, but not a lot of use. Still has a nice edge. So that's too bad they didn't get a lot out of this thing. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Let's since we're on a Bolens roll, let's move over to Heather's machine, repeat customer. She wants me to look at a friend's key mower. That's 2 wheels in the back and 1 swivel wheel in the front. They made them in Samoset, Florida, just up the street from me. Okay, so there is fuel in it now. I grilled her about non-ethanol, and she hesitated like I was the 3rd grade teacher. She was searching for the right answer. She said, yeah, non-ethanol from Wawa. But she said it was several months old, so even non-ethanol can lose its volatility. So what's this crap box? Another 140cc, 2016, so a little bit newer machine. She said, yeah, we have a generator, so we have non-ethanol for that. I use the same thing in the mower. Looks pretty clean. Oh, it's watery though. There is some water that just went to the bottom. I could see it balling up and sinking. So I'm going to tell her dump the gas she's got in the container. Now this is going to show it. It's all clumping down at the bottom. She said she was using it. It had started over the weekend and then wouldn't run. But there is water in it, more than this side of the road special. So we unloaded it, and she says, well, why don't you try it? She says, maybe it's a fluke and it's going to start. So I tried it, just pulled on it without nitro. It started off and stalled. If you could see, for the dark background might be better to see, but there is a water layer. So I got 2 Bolens 140cc machines to rectify. It looks like Green Turd Day. Let me just check the oil on Heather's machine. Okay, it's at the top mark, but she's been using this thing. And the blade was flat. I looked at the blade already when it was unloaded. I wanted to look for any abnormalities. Blades, okay, it was just flat. And I told her I would sharpen the blade after I got it going. Okay, so that's all I can do for you guys. We had 2 green machines that both need some work. Just so you know, if you want to know what this model number is, we've worked on these before, the high wheelers. It's the 11 Alpha dash Bravo Oscar Bravo Lima 765. the Bob L765. Beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. Appreciate you guys coming out, checking out my channel. Any concerns, complaints, criticism, you can email me, Tommy.time@yahoo.com. I'll promptly respond to your request. Adios, amigos. Tip your waitress and waitstaff. Do it. Do it now. Tip them.